playing zone coverage there, and they're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He'll pull it on the read. The Horned Frogs get enough for the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, nice job by this defense stringing it out towards the sideline. And when I do that, man, all my body's got to rally to the football. We got to run to the football really, really hard from inside out. Nice job by the defense getting to the quarterback, making the play.
He's going to fire deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Razorbacks will put total effort and crank us up. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. end zone. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Fires to the middle. Nice man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football.
Oh, he's got some space. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
I'm a huge fan of offensive aggressiveness to start a football game. I think the defense is getting settled in. They play up a little bit. They play a little bit more aggressive. They got more emotion, and the offense takes advantage. Nice big play over the top.
He got it, and he slipped for the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, South Carolina.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And he tacks on the extra point. Fair catch, called for and made. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking downfield, it's Green. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 45, on its way. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Arkansas. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that is exactly how you draw it up, right? Hey, we're going to get this guy the ball. He's going to fumble it, but we know our own guy's going to scoop it and score and completely fool the defense. Man, that'll never happen again in a million more plays, but that's one the offense is gladly going to take.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, He's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. The 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz?
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Third and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So here they come going for it on fourth and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw it big? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something that defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Got his man quickly. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
How about the coverage by the defense? It's almost like they knew they were running a curl route, sitting on the route, doing a good job of seeing the quarterback, breaking on the football. This defense is dialed in to no matter what you throw at them.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll pull it down. Wide open spaces. Turning it on. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set him up with a big play. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Sellers. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence don't...
There he goes! The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to it.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Fit it in the window for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Jackson will throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Under fire. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Nice move there. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Bennett. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying...
A shot toward the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly thin.
Oh, he wants it all. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them. They get the incompletion. But if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it here.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Jackson gonna throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And how about the lefty? He's got to buy some time and scrambles outside the pocket to the right and does a really good job of, even though he's running, still stays under control and makes a nice strike to his wide receiver.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Still looking on the move. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Kick is in the air. Nice punt, and he'll make the fair catch at the 6-yard line. And while you can quibble with that, I guess starting at the 6 is better than starting at the 1. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Bennett. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. There he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
With the catch, it's Bennett. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Got it in the middle, it's Bennett. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on second down. Now adjusting. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. Wants to throw on third down. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll run it from the gun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Quarterback may change this route. Jackson will throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Gets rid of it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking. Running room couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good...
He's loose. Touchdown, South Carolina. And the pummeling has started. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Rushes on him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Wilson to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. It's a seam wide open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Blake. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast. You can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
And he makes the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it on the outside. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
He throws one to the left. It's a mid-stride inside the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play out top. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the route is on. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the ground game. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time, but you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
Wilson will throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to...
Turning on the Jets. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. 1st and goal for the offense. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. The throw. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played for the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix. On offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus ride, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.